morning, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Welcome back to 88 Racing. So whatever we left in part 1, we're continuing from that today. And part 1 tak jo hua tha, that was all mostly concrete roads and little broken up roads. But now in this vlog, you're going to see proper off-roading. We went through mud, we went through gravel, we did a small river crossing, and you could exactly see how much difference it made with this particular bike, with the Adventure 390. We had a great time. The route was great, the people were great, our riders were great. So keep watching and keep supporting. Also, if you haven't contacted me yet on my Instagram, make sure you do. My Instagram link will be given below, and also it must be flashing on the screen right now. So make sure to contact me on my Instagram and give me more heads up about more videos or anything you want, especially with the Adventure 390, because the company has already given us that bike. So we're in hopes of making more videos with that bike. So keep watching the vlog and enjoy. रुको ओए एक सेकंड छोड़ पे उठिले. So in this particular vlog, I have selected to do a little bit of color work again. I have graded the color. Well, actually I have bought some LUTs from a very well-known videographer. He creates good videos. So I've bought some LUTs from him, and one of them I'm using right now in this video. So I hope you like the new color grading on this video, which will be quite different to previous ones, because previous ones were just raw videos and there was no editing whatsoever. As you can see here, the entire road is just gravel and mud, but still the gravel has settled a little bit into the mud, so it's relatively easier. But then a little ahead there'll be just gravel, and just see the way this bike handles that gravel. It's so damn easy, it's so damn confidence inspiring to ride this bike. I'm telling you, once you ride, you cannot go back to any other adventure bike. I mean, I've ridden the Himalayan a little bit, of course, and I'm very much willing to do a comparison video with the Himalayan against the Adventure 390 if the company is allowing me to take a bike of theirs, and especially a long tour one. But so far I don't think there's any competition of the Adventure 390 in the Indian market. Here on these roads, you'll see the bikes are not doing above 20-25 kilometers an hour, but we're going 40 plus, 50 plus, 60 plus in some stretches, even reached up to 70 kilometers an hour. And believe me, it's not our riding talent, but it's the bike. End of the day, it's the bike, because it makes you so much confident that you just feel you want to have more fun with it rather than going slow and being safe, because your safety is taken care by the bike. So you'll just see here that how the other bikes were struggling. Well, some of them were super sport bikes or super bike for the fact of the matter. But end of the day, this bike outperformed even good tourers, good off-road bikes like 1250 GS. Now, obviously, if it was a cross-country tour or something, 1250 would shine. Now look here, look at the gravel here. It's all loose gravel, lots and lots of loose gravel. But this bike is cruising through it more than 40 kilometers an hour in a corner. That is in a corner. So just see the level of confidence that you're getting. I just stopped by for a video of the other bikes. I thought, why not take a small flyby kind of a video. Not exactly a flyby, but a video of them passing by. So here you'll see all the bikes are struggling like anything. The R15s, the much lighter bikes than the Adventure 390. Some bikes are strangled on the right side of the road. They have got issues with the chains, with the tires and whatnot. But for us, especially with this bike, it's a piece of cake. I mean, this terrain, it's conquered. Even the Ducati Scrambler is struggling, if you have seen for the fact.
Perfect.
Now in some parts I tend to go slow because I need to cover the other riders as well in the video, and not, otherwise the video would be very boring and it'll be all me riding alone on the street, which doesn't look very nice, and it'll be boring for my audience as well. But if I wished, with this bike I could just blast away. I mean, it gave me that much of confidence. It's that good, it's that sharp, it's made for an adventure. But yeah, there's another thing. Maybe if we used better off-road tires, like full-blown off-road tires, we would have performed even better, especially with the traction control, because in certain parts, as you can see a little ahead, when we'll switch to Rehan's camera, that in certain parts with his lesser weight, he's not getting traction and the traction control is getting activated, wherein he's losing a lot of power. But for me, I'm a little heavier guy, so I tend to keep a little more traction than him. But if we use proper tires, maybe this would have been even more easier. Now you can see Rehan getting a little agitated with the traction control getting activated.
Power and I pal traction on hoyeche ye be jabe
So this is me on the same stretch of road. This is on the same stretch, and look at me, even my traction control will get activated, but I'm getting a little more traction than him because I'm a heavier guy firstly, and secondly I tend to keep a lot of weight on the rear, and this comes from my track training, of course, that we tend to balance the bike a little bit. So I get a little more traction, a little more speed than him, and of course the main factor is I'm a heavier guy, so my rear tire catches more traction.
So we've decided not to go forward because we've got some big bikes, some super bikes, some nakeds, which they're for facing trouble riding, and the tires are slipping and sliding too much, and they're having a hard time to keep traction. Yeah. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna take a U-turn. We're gonna go back. There's some stream or some sitting place, nice chilling place down that side. So we just have to go back, take a U-turn, go down. We'll have some fun over there. We'll chill out, talk a little bit, and then have our lunch, and then we'll start heading back because the curfew time is also coming up. So let's just move. The weather here is beautiful, though the roads are shite. Not even shit. Slow. These off-roading, I mean, our guys were very new to off-roading and we're not very used to it, so Some of the guys, they tend to get a little bit more hyper and tend to push a little bit, but then it's always safe to be slow first, and especially when you're on a super sport bike like the RC390, it's always better to slow down. Look at these beach bikes. So these beach bikes are having a very bad time. They're not being able to travel properly because they're meant for speeds, meant for handling. They're not meant for off-road. And we also didn't know exactly how bad this was going to be.
So after a while on the gravel, we started building up her confidence, and slowly we started pushing. And as you can see in this video right now, we're going all leg down and everything. Like, we're not quite used to it, but for the first time it didn't feel that bad, and actually we gained a lot of confidence with a little change in our stance of riding. And this is not just for me, but both our riders, me as well as Rehan. So we started getting very confident. See, it all comes down to the setup of the bike, the tires they offer, the electronics they offer. So all in all, we found this is a very good package to go back to those kind of terrain again and again, and we'll definitely go back to different routes, not just that route. But yeah, there's one thing we definitely missed: good full-blown off-road tires. I mean, if we had full-blown off-road tires, it would have been a all different story altogether. So we would have been much faster on these portion of the roads. Yeah, we can't say anything about the tarmac. Maybe we would have been slower, but for the off-road part, we would have been blasting away.
চাওকচোন ৰেকৰ্ডিং হৈছে So we had our lunch. Battery is pretty low and it's starting to rain, so it's better we start heading back. Only about 12% battery left. I've put on the raincoat.
So the destination Lumpi isn't exactly how we imagined it, or isn't exactly how other people made their vlogs on it. It's cold. It's definitely pleasant. You can't say exactly it's very cold. Like people said that you have to wear woolen clothes or winter clothes for going to that place, but it's nothing like that. It's very pleasant weather. It's very close to our place in Guwahati. It's very close to Guwahati. I definitely recommend a visit over there, and especially to the riders, because you'll find a very good terrain. You'll find broken up tarmac roads. You'll find muddy roads. You'll find gravel. It's a perfect thing. It's a perfect terrain for you. It's a perfect riding fun for you, and it's almost 100 kilometers one way. So I guess if I enjoyed it, most of the other riders would also. So this next clip, I mean the entire part now, is just going back on that same road. So make sure to watch the entire thing, and make sure to like, share and subscribe to my channel. Share my videos and make this type of riding famous, because it's very hard to ride very fast. So we indeed put up a lot of hard work. We do a lot of hard work to ride like this, and special thanks to the KTM dealers for supporting us with this, because if you hadn't given us the bikes, we wouldn't have been able to do any of this. And special thanks to Monster Energy as well for sponsoring the ride, for sponsoring the drinks for the ride, and last but not least, special thanks to Kelvin for sponsoring the lunch on that particular day, because after all, you cannot ride fast on an empty stomach. So with this said, just keep enjoying the vlog, and I'm signing off. Bye bye. This is Sashank Sharma on behalf of 88 Racing. Thank you.
ए भाई